I am going to tell you the 8 business mistakes to avoid when using Instagram. My name is Sue B. Zimmerman, and I want to make sure that you don't make any of these mistakes. I am now going to tell you the 8 most common business mistakes that I see on Instagram, and you are going to promise me that you are not going to make any of them. The first one is there is no profile picture. It's just an empty image of nothingness. So I don't know about you, but I have a hard time doing business with someone that I have no idea what they look like or what their logo is. So if you want to get some engagement on Instagram, you absolutely want to upload a professional photo or a professional logo. The second mistake I see is that there is no linked URL. You have the opportunity to link a website, an Etsy shop, your Twitter page, maybe your YouTube channel, or you might want to link them to your Facebook fan page to grow your fans over there, or even an opt-in page. You can change this at any time on Instagram. So you absolutely want to make sure that you have a URL. And if you don't have a website, you can create an About Me account, which is free, about.me. So check that out if you don't have a website. And the third mistake I see is that there is no bio. If I have no idea who you are and what you're passionate about, most likely I am not going to follow you just because you started following me. I need to know that you're going to add value to my life by looking at your content, and I need to know quickly who you are and what you love to do and share with the world. So make sure you write a bio. You have 150 characters to write one. And the fourth mistake I see is that the username is just not lining up with the business or the account name. The best rule of thumb is to try to grab your same handle that you have on Twitter. And if that is not available, you can try to get your name. And if your name is taken, you can use an underscore in between your first and last name, or add your middle initial. There's all kinds of creative ways that you can get a username that aligns with your business. And the fifth mistake I see is that there are blurry photos. And I'm going to talk about this more in a little bit. The sixth is that you are posting irrelevant photos. The seventh mistake is that there is no hashtag strategy. And the last mistake, which is just crazy to make, is that you have your account on a locked setting. So let's just go over a few of these things. So this is an incomplete bio. You can see it's a bad Insta user. There is not a very good picture. There is no bio. And there's no URL linked. So these are 3 things that are not working to your advantage on Instagram if you want to start attracting your ideal client. Here is an example of a blurry photo. Although my cockapoo is insanely cute, this is a painting actually on his treat container, there is no reason to upload any photos. Okay, maybe one. I will tell you my rule on Instagram if it's blurry. Here's my rule. If you have just one picture with someone who you think is famous or you view as a thought leader or someone who inspires you, and you really want to share that to your followers and have some social proof that you were with them in person, and the picture is a little bit blurry, it's a-okay to upload it, because on Instagram there are 20 filters, and I'm sure you can find one that will make that blurry photo look a little bit better, or you can try stabilizing it as well. So there are definitely ways that you can tweak it to make the photo look better. So that is the only reason why you can, in my opinion, load a blurry photo. And here's an example of an irrelevant photo. You are in a hotel going up an elevator to your hotel room, and you take a picture of the buttons, and this is just like content that's so not worth looking at, and I will unfollow you if I see these kind of photos because I value my time and I don't want to be looking at things such as buttons in an elevator. So make sure that if you're sharing visual content, either photos or videos, that they add value. And I mentioned not having a hashtag strategy. Having a hashtag strategy on Instagram is where all the magic is. And it's best to put the hashtags in the secondary comment, not in the initial description. And you can use 30 hashtags per post. And if you wanted to put one or two in the initial description, that's fine, but you really want to save them for the comments, because what you can do on Instagram is you can delete those hashtags and you can add them later to refresh that post. So if there's a post that got a lot of engagement and it's about a month old and you want to kind of bring it back to life, you simply just delete the hashtags that you posted and you refresh them. And if you need to understand and learn how to delete comments, especially if you spelled a word wrong, I do have a YouTube video that teaches you how to delete a comment on Instagram that you can check out. So having a hashtag strategy is very important, and if you really need to understand the strategy, we've created a book called GetYourHashtagOn.com, which is a $19.99 download that you can buy, and it highlights 30 plus industries and all the relevant hashtags for each category. So it might be worth your investment to have that on hand as a reference. The lock setting, I mean, there's just no excuse for this. If you are concerned about people seeing your pictures and it's for personal use, then just have it be for personal use. If you are in business, this is like having a lock on your door to your store, and it's like saying don't come in for business. So you just simply want to go into your account settings and change that so it is not private, it is public. Okay, so those are the 8 most common business mistakes, and I want you to take an oath right now, even though I can't see you, that you will not make any of these mistakes. Did you find this video Insta amazing? Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, share this on Twitter, Facebook, and take a screenshot of this video and tag me at the Instagram expert on Instagram and hashtag Sue B. Zimmerman, and I'll be sure to see that you commented.